This is 2011 Grgich's Fume Blanc. Why Fume Blanc, you might ask? Well, Mike Grgich worked for Robert Mondavi in the 60s, and at that time Robert Mondavi could not sell his Sauvignon Blanc. He went to one of his famous visits to France and came up with this catchy French name. In those days, if you wanted to sell a bottle of wine, it had to be a French name. So he coined the name Fume Blanc, which is very French, and it was an instant success. So when Mike opened his own winery with Austin Hills in '77, he just took the name. Today there's only a few more Fume Blancs, including Robert Mondavi Fume Blanc. And many people believe Fume means that you're making a Sauvignon Blanc in different style. It has nothing to do with style, it's just a name. So our Fume Blanc is important wine for us. Many wineries, it's like a foster child, a neglected child. For us, it's one of the most beautiful varieties, and we give it utmost attention, same attention as we give it to all other wines. So this is a 2011 vintage, which was one of the coolest vintage that we had in the last probably 20 years, which again is very good news for especially white grapes. So we had low, slow ripening, and then you have more aromatics in new grapes, and now your job as a winemaker is to preserve them. So contrary to many people that believe that it's a winemaker genius who creates great wine, majority of quality is in the grapes, and as a winemaker you just have to preserve them. So once you harvest grapes, that's your potential vintage, and you're hoping that you capture as many, you don't lose it as much, and that's our job in cellar. Let's taste it. One of the most aromatic Fume Blancs we ever made, due to wonderful vintage. Lots of floralness, smell of flowers, white peaches. Also, there's definitely imprint of minerality, even on the nose. Our Sauvignon Blanc is fermented and then aged in these big French casks. They are between 900 to 1500 gallons. So when you taste this wine, besides the beautiful aroma, you get this texture, almost fatness, which is quite uncommon for most Sauvignon Blancs. It comes from aging of cereally. This is something that has been done in France for centuries. They found out that through decomposition of yeast, you get perception of sweetness. If you measure sugar before and after this process, there's no more sugar per se in wine, but wine tastes fatter, almost like putting butter on broccoli. So there's a great amount of acidity which breaks through this fatness, and it's a wonderful balance of flavors. Even though acid is very high, over 7.5 grams, because of this texture, everything is impeccable balance. So this is wonderful wine to start your meal. You can have a glass before your meal, or goes well with any kind of seafood, even some cheeses. So lovely wine. Cheers.